Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Houston Rockets Daily. My name is Jason. I post daily Rockets content, so hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys enjoy it. So, I'm not sure if you guys have seen, but KJ Martin Jr.'s name has been floating around in trade rumors in the last couple of days between a 3-team trade with Eric Gordon and KJ Martin, both going to Phoenix. I think the Rockets were rumored to possibly get a couple of players, but like the big draw, quote unquote, was, I think it was Grayson Allen and 4 second-round picks. I know, like, I want to trade Eric Gordon. I definitely think he should be traded, and I do expect him to be traded, but I kind of wanted to gauge what Rocket fans were thinking about KJ Martin Jr., because me personally, this is something we were talking about on my Daily Live NBA show earlier today. I don't think KJ Martin Jr. should be included in these trade talks whatsoever. There was, around March was kind of when things were getting a little weird, where reportedly, or was it May or April? I think it was April actually, where his dad went on a podcast, said some stuff. I don't fully know if he actually requested a trade. The whole area is kind of gray, but I personally, like I said, 21 years old, I really like KJ Martin Jr. I think it's interesting to note, like, I'm curious what they're gonna do, because we start, like, here are his minutes so far this season. In the month of October, we saw him play 26 minutes. In the month of November, we saw him play 24 minutes. In the month of December, we're seeing just 21.6. So it's not a crazy drop-off. It is about 4 minutes since the start of the season. I'm curious to see what happens, though, because we all know, like, if Eric Gordon wasn't on this team, it would open up minutes for almost everybody. I think, personally, KJ Martin Jr. should be starting. If it's not going to be Tari Eason because of his age or inexperience or whatever Silas wants to come up with, I think it should be KJ Martin Jr. We've seen him start a couple of times this season. It's been solid. He had that career game not too long ago, like a month ago. 13.3 points, 7 rebounds, 1.7 assists. He's shooting 54% from the field, 32% from downtown. His true shooting on the year is 65%. He's one of the most efficient players in the entire league. Like, I think league average is between 55 and 58. So far this season, he's shooting 54% from the field, averaging just under 11 points. I really hope they're not pushing him out and it's just comes down to the way he's played, but I like what I see most of the times from KJ. I think he's one of our best off-ball cutters. Like, he moves without the ball. He's always good for a highlight play every single time he plays a game for us. He's good at catching offensive rebounds as well, underrated trait. He's a promising 3-and-D athlete. He's 21 years old. He has this year left on his contract, and he has one more year left on his contract. So he's on his rookie deal this year. So we got like a little over a year and a half with him. I just hope they're not phasing him out. Like, I really just hope they're not phasing him out. But I'm worried. Like, what if Jae'Sean Tate comes back and Eric Gordon doesn't get traded? Are they going to phase him out? Or, do they not view him as high? Are things worse in the locker room? He always seems happy. He always seems upbeat. Like, he seems like a really great teammate. So I wanted to make this video to kind of gauge what Rocket fans were thinking, because based off Twitter, I haven't seen too much trade KJ talk at all. I don't need a first-round pick for Eric Gordon. And especially if the trade actually were to go down, where if we're getting rid of Eric Gordon and KJ Martin Jr., we'll get 4. I'm not quite sure what 4 second-round picks get me. And Grayson Allen, a bad contract, bad defensive player, I think that would be a huge mistake. So I hope and I kind of assume Rafael Stone and the Rockets view it as the same, because I don't really need much from Eric Gordon. It's just, what does make it interesting is, like, you need to attach about $20 million of salary in order to make the contracts the same. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Do you want to trade KJ Martin Jr.? I would imagine a lot of people are going to say no, but might make a poll actually in the community space later on after this video, after I get some more comments on it. So, it's early December. Actually, now it's mid-December. We're less than 2 weeks away from Christmas time, which is really, really sucks. Real quick, the Rockets had a phenomenal game. Jalen Green had a phenomenal game. Jabari Smith had a phenomenal defensive game. Şengün continues to ball. Like, the Rockets just took down the Milwaukee Bucks last night, and I think I'm going to start getting into these recaps. It's just the whole Eastern Standard Time has made it, making these recaps around like midnight, sometimes even 1 a.m. And if it's a West Coast game, it could even be a little bit later. So I apologize, lack of recaps. they might just be the next day. If you guys want recaps and it's just a day late, let me know down below. But it's mid-December. I don't think Eric Gordon will be traded at any point in 2022 calendar year, so there is some time for this. I do anticipate him to be more of a trade deadline move, and I'm hoping KJ isn't in it. But let me know what you guys are thinking. Hit the like button, hit that sub button. I'll see you guys later.